Rachel, thanks a lot. Since the March primary legislation passed changing Alabama's primary to March 1st, we've seen both Democratic candidates and 8 Republican candidates over the course of the presidential campaign stop here in Alabama. To talk about the importance of Alabama here on Super Tuesday, Democratic Party leader Sheila Smoot and Republican Party leader Paul DeMarco. We want to get right to this, guys. Why is Alabama so important? Sheila, you want to take that first?
Well, Alabama is important because of the demographic of the voter. For the Democrats, they're going after core black voters in all the southern states, and Hillary Clinton knows that's always been her base. It was Bill's base before that, so they're really keying in, and they're brand loyal. They're Hillary Clinton loyal and Clinton loyal, so they know to come here, and I think that's been an impact, and I think they're going to win it.
And Paul, this is unheard of for Alabama to be this important on Super Tuesday.
Well, you're going to have over 700,000 Republican voters out today. There's a lot of delegates at stake, so that's why you've seen all the commercials from all the candidates, presidential candidates, looking at Alabama saying, hey, there's a lot of delegates at stake. Let's get in there and try to get our fair share.
Hey, big elephant in the room is Donald Trump under fire for not disavowing Ku Klux Klan, those comments. Is that going to impact the vote here in Alabama, you think?
Yeah, the candidates are looking at the big picture with everything with all the candidates. So I think it's a bigger picture than just one issue. But yeah, they'll look at that issue and on top of everything and say, and try to sort out the truth. In campaigns you hear a lot of different issues, and it's up to the voters to decipher what's true and what's not true.
How do you look at that issue? I know you want to jump in.
I do want to jump in, and I think that is an impact. But Donald Trump gets away with everything. I mean, he talked about the Pope. He got away with that. He's purposely playing to that base. However, from the Democratic side, he's incited something else, some passion for people to come out and say, okay, so now you're telling us really who you are, and all of that's coming out. And I think it's going to push Alabamian voters, the core voters that the Clintons are going out to say, hey, if you believe that and you don't believe in Trump, you come out and you denounce that by casting your ballot today.
Hey, on the Democratic side, you've got a candidate that still, got some issues facing her. It looks like Hillary's probably going to be the nominee. That Benghazi issue, it just does not seem to be going away. Bill Clinton faced that, got into a little heated exchange with a protester. Is that going to hurt her here?
It is not. I think the Clinton machine, the Clinton base is so strong that somehow they overcome that. I remember when I was in Lansing, Michigan, and Bill Clinton had the whole Jennifer Flowers things over his head, and it was like it never ever happened. These guys are master technicians and politicians at staying out of the fray. You notice she's never saying anything. She doesn't get rattled. Bill doesn't let her get rattled. They are together. They are a team. They are a monster Democratic machine, and they know their base well, and they always get it.
Did you see it that way, Paul?
I think after 8 years of Barack Obama, folks ready for a change, a conservative change. So that's why I think you're going to see so many Republicans get out now and in November to have a change in the White House.
Talking about a change. Is Trump unstoppable, you think, at this point?
Again, you got to let the voters come out there. There's a lot of issues out there. They want to know who can best beat the Democratic nominee in November. So I think the candidates are looking, the voters are looking across the board to see if it's Donald Trump or if it's Marco Rubio or Cruz, who can best beat the Democrat in November.
Looking at those candidates, can Hillary beat Donald Trump?
Hillary will stomp Donald Trump. And let me tell you why. When the melting pot of the southern states come together with the melting pot of the western states coming together, then you got Texas and Florida, and then you got the in-between, she will create that melting. Look what she did in Nevada. Look what she's doing in the southern states. Now she's going into Massachusetts, Michigan, and Ohio. Okay. And when you bring in Florida on the end, and you bring around California, you know what California looks like. Hey, I'm excited. She not only stumps Trump, she dumps Trump.
I don't think folks want 8 more years of Barack Obama, and that's what they'll get with Hillary Clinton. That's why they'll elect a Republican.
Paul, Sheila, thank you guys for coming in.